Hi everyone, I'm Susan with Pigtail Quilting and Stitching. Welcome to my channel. It's been a while again since my last video, but summer has been pretty busy and lots going on. So I'm just finally getting one together, and it's the one when our Quilters summer get together. So I just want to film how I have it set up and the fun thing that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be doing a book club. So I want to show you that and a few things that I've been working on. So this might have to be a two-part video. I don't know how long exactly, but if it isn't, I'll try to get everything in there. But I was going to show my flowers in the front because it's kind of winding down, and a few of the quilts that I have finished. So if I don't get it all in, I will do a part two. And then coming up in the near future, I'm going to have I'm going on my other stitching retreat. So that's going to be a whole new video of my setup and what I plan to stitch to. So I'm really looking forward to that. So hopefully I will be getting more videos out. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm getting ready for our Quilters gathering, and it's a little late this year because summer has been so busy for all of us. So we've just got planned to get together. So we are having our taco salad night again, and everyone is bringing something. So I thought I'd give you a little preview of what's going to be happening. So you can kind of see I've got the table set, and I've got kind of a little farm theme going on, and I got these little bags tied behind everyone's chair, and I'll talk a little bit more about these, but I thought this would be kind of fun to do this fall. So I did hang up my fall quilt, my little truck quilt, and I did kind of rearrange some things since my last setup when I was sewing in here. So I have these bags, and I made the grandmother's flower garden, and then I just kind of attached them to these little bags that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby or any Michael's. And then I cut matching fabric to try to coordinate if I had it. Some of these I used scrap, so I didn't have it, but I tried as best I could, and I'll kind of go around and show you everything. And you notice there's a pickle attached to each bag, and that is because this is the 25th year of the book by Sandra Dallas, The Persian Pickle Club. And it's a really great book about the 1930s quilting. And I just thought, most of us have read it, but it's been a long time. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do a little book club? Because we have a lot of readers in our group, and we share books. So I thought, and then once a week when we meet, we can kind of talk about it. So I'm going to show you what's in the bag. So here is a close-up of one of the bags, and it's one of my grandmother's flower garden blocks with using the stamps by Kate that I've shown before. And then it's just got a little pickle, and I think these were like Christmas decorations at Target Dollar Spot that I had used, and I picked these up because I thought they were so cute. And then here is the book. I'm taking my little lights with me. Kind of got my table set up a little bit. Here's the book, and we're all going to get a copy of The Persian Pickle Club by Sandra Dallas. And it's about a group of quilters in the Depression era, which you know is my favorite era for fabrics. And then along with that, I put in a little journal, and we can kind of take notes and talk about the characters and the book, and also a pencil. And it is Tennessee red pencil, and they're cedar. And I had thought these were so cute and included one of those in it. So also I have a little bookmark, the Lori Holt tag, and so that'll be kind of in there as well. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. They don't know it yet, but it's kind of a surprise. So I hope everyone will be excited about it as I am. And of course I got my candy corn and my fall chick feeder, and it's kind of everything is kind of the farm, because this takes place on, I think, in a farm, and when it's, you know, that Depression era when everything's were pretty scarce, and they used what they had and made do. So I'm just going to continue to give you a little tour around my kitchen. And then I will also, when I get my patio set up, my deck, I'll take you out there too and give you a little preview here. So I moved some quilts around. So this fabric I just kind of got, I think it's at Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of pinked the edges and cut it to fit my table. And then got my Chinese lanterns that I got at the farmer's market. A friend of mine's mother grows them on her wheat field, so they're sure beautiful. And she sells them at farmer's market when they are ready to be used for fall. I just have my plant stands in there. I have a few more here decorated in my corners, and I haven't set my kitchen up, but I'm just about ready to do that. But I'll walk you back in here. And I'm also going to try and show, if I have enough time, some of my quilts that I did get finished. I hope I can show a couple. But this quilt was a kit. I've showed it before in past videos. And so what I did here is I just used handkerchiefs, and I've used these for napkins before, and they're kind of fun. And then everybody gets a pickle also. So kind of what my table looks like, but I'm going to go around also and show you every bag, because every bag's different. They have the same things in them, but each one has a different flower garden on it. And I'll kind of sneak back here. This is kind of an awkward place, but I should have thought about that sooner. But here's this one. And then I will sneak back here. And then there's this one. And then there's this one. And then this will be my chair, and I have this one. And actually my mother had made this. I had an extra block from one of the quilts I made, or one of the blocks she made that I used. My sister and I split her blocks. This was an extra one, and so this will be mine. And my mother made this one, so anyway. But I think I actually made 7, but it was kind of really fun to work on. And the table coverings are just wide, like duck cloth fabric that I just cut and used with the fabric. This is a wider one, and then pink the edges. I left the selvage on that one because I thought it was kind of cute. I kind of liked that roughness of it. But just on these ends, I just used my pinking rotary cutter to kind of finish the edge. So anyway, I got my little pink salt and pepper shakers. Just move some things around here a little bit. Just give you a little thing. My stitching retreat's coming up, so I'm going to be doing another video and not waiting so long between them. I've just had a kind of a busy summer, and it just kind of got away from me. But I will take you into the living room and kind of show you the quilts. I have them laid out because we have Quilt Guild tonight also, or coming up tonight, and my thing is coming up tomorrow. So I will show you what our project is for our guild meeting. So last spring we were able to get up, there was 2 fat quarters available, and we each could pick one, and we paid $1 for them, and then that was a donation to the guild. But it was this pink fabric here that I got, And there's only 2 different ones to choose from. So everybody will either have this pink one or another floral. And the instructions were to, it's a fat quarter challenge, and you can make whatever you want. The project can be as small as a mug rug or as large as a big quilt. The fat quarter fabric is the focus of your project. At the September meeting, bring your finished project for show and tell. So this is what I came up with. And I used just about every bit of my little pink fabric. So what I did was, of course, I had to stitch a pig in the colors. And I'll turn him around. And there's the fabric. And then I also did reverse one in my coordinating fabric. There. Got a little thread on there. I'm gonna have to take that off. And then I also made this little liner of a quilt, and I'll show you that too. But then I also took the what's left of the fabric and covered some buttons. So I have a little dish, and this is actually, I think, a little soap dish my sister gave for me. It's depression glass and it's green, and so I put the little covered buttons in there. And then I also have old spools, and I found 2 that have the color of the pink and the green, and then of course I have a pair of little scissors that I thought I could add in there too. So I will take the quilt out and kind of show you what I made. So like I said, I used every little piece of the fabric and as much as I could, so I kind of put a strip on the back and then just put the liner here. So I had these cute little chairs, and I thought, well, I could still use those in some kind of cute little way, and set it up like that. So I've had that kind of here, but that's going to go tonight to our meeting. And I've been working on that. Of course, I got the Adopt-A-Bear that I also have going on. But then I'll show you some of the quilts that I was in progress that I was getting made, and they're finished. So I'm going to show you those as well. I finished this one, and this was just made out of some scraps that I had, and I just kind of wanted to put it together, and I used the little green gingham check as my background, and my quilter put the woodstock in there, which again I think is so cute, and I just kind of used what I had for the backing and the binding. And I think I might have shown this in a previous video, but since it's all finished, I just thought I'd throw it in there also. And this is going to be a gift for someone that I know. So now I will show you the other one that I finished. This is the quilt that I've been working on, and it was in the winter, and I showed you the pieces as I had it. And I worked at that in my dining room, and I just got it finished not too long ago. I got the binding on. It kind of hung up without the binding for a while because it's a perfect size for behind my dining room. And it's kind of a new pattern. I don't know what the name is, but I do like it. And I'll show you the back too, because the back is pieced also. This was a kit, and I got it, I think it was, I mentioned it in another video of where, what the name of the kit was. And of course there's the backing. And so anyway, and I'll turn this around so you can kind of see how the back goes, because the back has butterflies on it too, which is kind of a cute back. This is a great summer quilt, but I'll put this down in my quilt room for now. So here is the quilt with the butterflies. And that was kind of fun to have those extra pieces. And there's quite a bit of fabric left over, so I might do some like a little table runner to kind of match it too. So, but that was pretty fun to do too. I thought I'd do a quick video of my outside this year. I did it a little bit different, still did the red flowers, but I have some coleuses and a fern. So I kind of want to show you that because they've really done well out here because it gets some shade. And I put a quilt on because I'm having my quilters come, and we're doing our book club, which is a 1930s book, the Persian Pickle Club, and I hung one of my vintage quilts. It's the double wedding ring, which that pattern came about in the 1930s. So I thought that was kind of appropriate, made out of scraps. I'm just going to turn over here and just show you. Here's some lawnmowers in the background. So these have just done really well, and I like the different shades of green. And my fern has just loved it out here. It was really quite small when I got it. And up my stairs I have more coleus plants that have done well. And I'll just kind of creep up here a little bit. Give you a little thing here. As here. And I use my crocks just to put them in. They're in containers. And I have a liner in there, but I put them in my crock. And then you can kind of see I put one of my little vintage desks out here too with a creepy Charlie. And that's done well too. So, and it's covered here. But I thought the quilt looked kind of cute out here with the red wagons and that. So I'll just come around here and my pigs up. We'll get all the street noise. We had our street, we resurfaced our street this year, so it's been a lot of going on, so it's kind of nice. And again, I have my wagons, the chair, and that's been kind of fun also. Just have my wagon with my flowers. Spin around here, not too fast. And I put the fern up in this, I had quilts in it in the house, but I moved them outside like I did ones in the back. And I kind of like it back here. It lifts it up. And then I also use this matching little container that I had my feed sacks in, and I put those in a basket. So these kind of coordinate together. And then I have my bike out here. I'll kind of go around this way and show it. I usually film this in the morning, but when it's sunny, but I thought I'd try it when it's a little more shade. So more street noise in the afternoon. I just turned on the water too because it's a little warm here. So anyway, that's the quilt that I'm going to leave hung out here and have that tomorrow. So I think that'll look kind of cute. So my little coleuses and my fern came from Home Depot this year, so they were early on quite smaller, and boy, they've done well in this shaded, and I've never been able to get anything to really grow on my porch, so I'm really kind of happy about it. So I thought I'd just give you a little tour of my deck. I just put some things out getting ready for tonight, and I just set a few of my quilts and put a little cover over the fire pit so we can have our chips and salsa and our drinks out here. So I'm just going to kind of show you the quilts I have, made from a charm pack from a long time ago. That's the square dance quilt. Got a couple of succulents out here that have done really well. I'll show you over here. I put some of my pink. I have pink this year out here. I took my galvanized bins that I had quilts inside and brought them out for this summer. And I think I'll keep them out. I like them with my plants in them. I had quilts before. Quilt from the block exchange from a long time ago. I put them together and finished it. This is another square dance quilt with borders. that covered our fire pit. So we'll just kind of sit out here and kind of enjoy the nice kind of fall evening. Put some for our food. If we need to bring any hors d'oeuvres out, we're going to eat inside, but and maybe after dinner we can come out and talk about our book that we're going to do, our little book club. So that might be kind of fun. Have tea or something, maybe a cup of tea, or put a couple more quilts. We got this seating area because we didn't use our table as much, so it's kind of fun to have. Just have a couple quilts there. Another succulent plant out here. I just put one on the deck. I had others before, but on there, but just decided to put them out there. They looked pretty good. Swing around here. I have this little table set up also for, we could have maybe our dessert out here. Someone's bringing a really good ice cream dessert, and maybe we can sit out and enjoy our dessert out here. So I just kind of did it like I did the table with the fabric here. So with our book from the 30s. So if it gets dark, we can, we'll take the tablecloth off and we can have our fire pit too if it gets a little chilly. Thank you for watching this video and for all your kind comments, feedback, and subscribing to my channel. Thank you.